There once was a white knight, who was the greatest, bravest warrior of all the land. How did such a brave man receive such a name? He spent his nights polishing his armor with the finest of beeswax and linen cloths, to the point where his armor shone a bright white. So bright, in fact, that even the sun was blinded by its glow. He pranced about, flaunting his sword on the daily, believing that he can do nothing wrong in his merry life. One day, the White Knight had become enamored with the queen of the land. The queen was the fairest and most beautiful maiden of the land. She was so beautiful, in the summer, the sun would linger in the air, just to view her beauty, and in the winter, the moon would rush the sun to set, to get his turn to see the queen.
"Mighty Queen Amelia, might I have thine hand in holy matrimony?"
Queen Amelia blushed.
"O noble White Knight, how daring of a query for you to ask your own queen."
Queen Amelia pondered for a moment.
"I shall humor thee. I shall accept upon one condition. 3, actually."
"What must I do? I shall do anything to gain thine warmth,"
exclaimed the White Knight.
1. You must travel to the Green Singe Mountains. There you will meet a dastardly dragon named Aranthalus. He will be guarding a ring that will grant you the greatest power of the land. You must traverse the dark woods of Barada Nikto and slay the evil witch Yasak. Take her wand. It shall grant you the power of invincibility. 3. You must defeat my champion, the Dark Knight."
Power? Invincibility? You're turning him into a literal god.
"Yeah, so he can win."
Where's the stakes? The tension! I need tension!
"Well, what would you do then, huh?"
Look, he's trying to woo her, right? Have him give them to her as a gift.
Fine.
The White Knight accepted the 3 challenges and skipped away. The queen smiled to herself.
He surely will never be able to steal a ring from a dragon.
After many an hour, the White Knight arrived at the tallest mountain of Greensinch. There, he saw a dark cave. As he neared the cave, the White Knight's armor shone so brightly he did not need a torch to guide the way. Deeper and deeper he traversed into the moist cave, his sword drawn and guiding his way. Soon, the White Knight found a path that opened into a large, snoring chamber. There he found the dragon Aranthalus sleeping. Aranthalus' snoring caused the chamber to fill with smoke. The White Knight poked and prodded Aranthalus with his sword to wake him, but to no avail. The smoke was making it harder for the White Knight to breathe. He sneezed in discomfort, waking the dragon.
"Who dares wake the great dragon Aranthalus?"
"'Tis I, the White Knight. I have come for the ring you guard."
"Gosh, it disturbs me to see you, White Knight, flaunting your sword all around. I was just sleeping and snoring at night, and now here you are on my grounds. This ring that you seek is not your ring to keep, and to be honest, you're kind of a creep. Your armor is shining and blinding my eyes, oh, and dead on my bed you will lie.
The White Knight noticed that the dragon was distracted, so he took his sword and cut off the dragon's head.
Wait, what?"
Aw, but we were going to do a whole song number. And...
Anyway, the ring fell out of Aranthalus' mouth and...
The White Knight cleaned it off and placed it on his finger. He felt strength course through his veins and...
No! Take it off! And it's a ring of invisibility now.
What? Why?
I'll explain later.
Neruda A. I'm supposed to be on top. That's why I'm A. But no, it's not my story anymore. Blah, blah, blah. So... the White Knight returned to the kingdom and gave Queen Amelia the ring.
"I have given you your enchanted ring. Have you gained an interest in becoming my wife?"
"Not just yet. You still must bring me the wand of the evil witch Yasak."
The queen stated. The knight nodded and departed once more. The queen smiled to herself.
Surely he will never be able to steal the wand from Yasak.
To the dark woods of Barada Nikto he clambered and skipped to. It would be nigh impossible to see within the forest, but the knight's white armor shone so brightly he could see his way through. The knight eventually stumbled across a tower that soared over the forest. Its dark ebony stone glistened against the knight's armor.
As the White Knight gazed upon the tower, the evil witch Yasak appeared behind him.
Scheiße, was machen Sie hier? Verpiss sich.
The strange language Yasak spoke startled the White Knight. He turned very quickly to see where the voice had come from. Sword still drawn. In the process, the White Knight sliced the evil witch Yasak in two.
Why did you...
Do you know how long this takes to animate?
Fine, whatever. He knelt down to retrieve the wand Yisak once possessed. He then felt the power of invincibility run through his...
No! None of that.
Oh, come on!
The White Knight returned to the kingdom and gave the queen the wand.
I have given you your magical wand. Have you gained an interest in becoming my wife?
The queen had become so pale, Snow White looked like she had a tan in comparison. Yeah, that's right. I said it.
Oh, my dear White Knight, don't be so daft. One more task remains. Oh, Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight then swooped down from the ceiling and landed with a thunderous thud.
The White Knight stared as his foe slowly rose up. A faint smile formed on the queen's face.
Surely he will never be able to defeat my champion.
There stood the Dark Knight and the White Knight. The Dark Knight glared at the White Knight with glowing red eyes from under his helmet.
Do you know why my armor is so dark?
Is it to match the darkness of your soul?
The White Knight replied.
No, you blind fool. It's because I never clean it. All the blood from my battles are right here in front of you. At the end of our fight, you'll be joining the Fallen on my armor.
The fight was evenly matched in the beginning, but soon the Dark Knight proved to be far too quick, far too powerful, and far too experienced. Soon the Dark Knight had his sword to the White Knight's neck. The White Knight fell to his knees.
Mercy, pleaded the White Knight.
No thank you, Squire.
It was at this point, however, that the sun shined on the White Knight's armor and reflected into the Dark Knight's eyes.
The White Knight noticed that the Dark Knight was distracted, so he took his sword and he cut off the Dark Knight's head.
Dude!
The queen shrieked as the Dark Knight's head rolled across the floor, leaving a trail of blood.
Dude! Why does it always have to end with murder?
Because why not?
Anyway...
The White Knight approached Queen Amelia and said,
Hey Ma! Wanna get married?
To which Queen Amelia responded,
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's his mom.
What? Why would you do this? I could handle gore, but this? My story is ruined. They can't get married now.
Don't worry. I can fix this.
Really? Really? Go ahead. I'd like to see how you can fix incest.
Very well. Meet me at the top of the castle when the moon shines the highest in the sky. Only then will I take your hand in marriage.
The White Knight eagerly accepts the Queen's proposal and departs. Unbeknownst to the Knight, the Queen had one final plan. She placed the enchanted ring on her finger, granting her invisibility. She then cast a spell on the pillow, turning it into a replica of herself, a bodied pillow, so to say. When the moon shone high in the sky, the White Knight entered the top of the castle. He paused when he saw the pillow.
I can't believe it.
The Knight gasped in disbelief.
You look even more beautiful than when I last saw you.
The White Knight embraced the pillow and didn't notice the real Queen creeping up behind him. The Queen pushed the White Knight out of the window and he fell to his death. And the Queen lived happily ever after. Just the Queen.
I can't believe this! I was going to make millions off of the story, and now you ruined it! Who will read the story now? No one! I'll never be able to run a fully fledged monopoly. I won't be able to have a streaming service in my name! I was going to open a fucking amusement box! I was going to open up channels devoted to me! Channels and other shit! I was going to open up so much more shit! And now you've ruined it! You motherfucking piece of ass! You motherfucker!